Are you breaking out? Same. I couldn't think of a better moment to show you how to disguise your breakouts without looking cakey. We're gonna take our skin from this to this. Let's do it. If you get the dry, crusty breakouts, make sure you moisturize. I like to use a smoothing primer that will help minimize uneven texture. I'm focusing this on my T-zone and over my breakouts. I'm gonna use a medium coverage foundation for all over the skin, and then we're gonna use a full coverage concealer over the breakouts. This evens out our overall skin tone and lets our healthy skin shine through. Sometimes the foundation gets really cakey because we're adding layer on top of layer. What we want to do is spot conceal over our breakouts with a full coverage concealer and then gently feather around, blending it in. See how my foundation still looks natural on my skin, but I covered those spots really well. If you have more dry breakouts that tend to crack throughout the day, try a hydrating concealer. Just applying my concealer like I always do. Now I'm adding some cream bronzer. There's no shimmer, it's completely matte. You absolutely don't want to apply anything that has shimmer or glitter on top of a breakout. Those make your bumps and your texture stand out. And we're trying to be sneaky and hide those. We want people's attention to be drawn to something other than your breakouts. So I'm gonna add some glow and a shimmer highlight on top of my cheekbone, anywhere that isn't breaking out. And if you have really large pores right here, don't bring your highlight that far down because you don't want to accentuate your pores. I like to add a little bit above my brow and on my chin. Not everybody likes that, I understand, but it brings back radiance and it's eye-catching so that people don't really notice my bumps over here. On this side, I'm focusing that highlight really high on the cheekbone and I'm stopping it right here before I get anywhere near those breakouts. Now that we're done with cream and liquid products, I'm gonna set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder. Even with reapplying my powder throughout the day, it never gets cakey. Now to set these breakouts, I'm gonna use a trick I learned from Desi Perkins. I'm gonna take a full coverage foundation that matches my skin tone and tap that onto and around the breakout. By packing this around the breakout, it almost smooths the texture and minimizes how much of a bump there is. You want to make sure that you're feathering this product out so that it blends into the rest of the skin. I only use this step on my bumpy cystic breakouts. To set those cream products, I'm using a matte blush. This is Peaches by MAC. And when I'm applying over these breakouts, I don't want to disturb the products underneath, so I'm just pressing up and down like this. And you almost let me forget my bronzer. Of course, it is matte, and by using powders on top, it helps those cream products last throughout the entire day. Now adding a powder highlight to set that. I like to use a setting spray to melt those powders into the skin. My last tip is to do something fun with your lip color or your eye makeup. That way everybody's eyes are drawn to that and not your texture. I don't know, maybe something like this? Because my eye makeup stands out and is so crazy colorful, I don't think people are gonna pay attention to my breakouts. I mean, I think they're gonna notice my eyes first. I don't know, what do you think?